pulls down on so many of us in today's difficult times. Welcome to Faithful Families, to help you and your family. So, welcome, my friends. Hello, everyone, and welcome again to FaithfulFamiliesToday.com ministry. You know, it is no secret at all that the college years and nearly college years and soon to graduate brings all the more difficulties for young people of those ages to make good decisions. And oftentimes that brings a lot of anxiety and stress within a family. Not unique. Very common. And today we have one of my favorite young men, someone who I've been able to share those kinds of assistant sessions, pastoral counseling, with Santi. Hello, Santi, and welcome.
Hi, Dr. J. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Have I ever given you a compliment? Have I ever said you're a good young man?
Here and there, yes.
Oh, yeah, maybe 100 times. I'm telling you that again. Thank you for being with
I'd
us
say
today.
so.
And as I shared with you, anything you want to tell about your story, your family life at home, maybe mixed cultures, growing up early years from a different country, anything you'd like to say about that and how that has made difficulties for you, perhaps all the more difficulty in making good decisions in today's challenging, trying, testing, difficult, often difficult world. Just feel free to share whatever you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, well, of course, coming from a different country, my mom and I both, that's brought up many challenges throughout the years, like the different culture, just overall the upbringing, getting used to obviously a new language and all that. That's brought many challenges, and well, even though we've overcome them, it hasn't been easy. So obviously my mom was raised in Colombia, and so was I till I was about 10 years old, but it's been difficult mostly for my mom to adjust per se into the culture here and being able to raise me here. It's been very difficult for her, but we've overcome that, and we have our challenges here and there, but we're all working on it, and we have. And obviously, you've been a great help in that, and in assisting us and guiding us throughout all those challenges. And
I grew up in a different culture as well.
Yes.
Until I was 17, my dad was a missionary in South Africa, and I do a lot of mission work there as well. So I a lot of times can understand those kinds of difficulties coming from a different part of the world. And so back to you now, that did bring a lot of stress, didn't it? A lot of difference, because you were all of a sudden a young teenager, nearly a teenager, to move here when teenagers were different and life was different here in the United States than it was where your mother grew up and where you grew up. That difference put pressures on, didn't it?
Yes, of course. Just overall the culture being so different is one of the main things that puts so much stress in my mom's relationship and I, because even though I was raised in Colombia till I was 10, most of it I don't really like obviously I remember stuff, but I'm more used to just being raised here, and that put a lot of tension in my mom and I's relationship throughout the years, because obviously she knew she was more used to back home in Colombia, and I was more used to being raised here in the United States. So just that difference in the way to be, and obviously culture, and just everything all around Um, it caused a lot of fights and a lot of disagreements, but yeah, we got through those.
Yeah, I remember. Hadn't been that long ago, has it?
Yeah,
Then making a decision, making a godly decision, a spiritual decision involved in selecting a college to go to, and that transition. That's a big thing too for young people, isn't it? Or it certainly was for you.
it is. Yeah, I definitely put a lot of thought into that. But one of my main things was I didn't want to go out of state, and also I didn't want to go to ASU.
Okay.
So I just narrowed it down to GCU, Grand Canyon University,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only college I applied to. And I applied there, fingers crossed that I'd get accepted, and God willingly I did,
And
and that's
so,
where I am today.
since you've been there 2 semesters nearly, they did accept you.
Yes, I think they did.
I'm not surprised. I remember you and I had quite a few sessions about making those choices. What about making choices in college life? Thinking through things, maybe wondering about should you just sort of follow the crowd and do what others do? Anything to share about that?
Well, yeah, obviously anyone that's in college is going to agree with me that there's many of things that they're exposed to there, and it's just a matter of choice whether do you want to follow those things or do you want to make the right choice and choose not to drink or do anything like that. Like, it's obviously hard because there's a lot of people that do fall into that, but at the end of the day you gotta make your own choice and stand up and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do my own way, whether people like you or not. After that, it's your life, and don't let other people dictate what you do and what choices you make.
Do you think that you're unique to this kind of situation, or is it pretty broad spread across the country in many homes? And
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah.
It's all across the country, all across the world. It's just there's people everywhere that do that. People go to college to party, people go to college to study. So it's just a matter of what you choose to do and what person you choose to be in that situation.
How much did, a specific question here, how much did our sessions together with Pastoral Counselling help you along the way?
Oh, immensely. I mean, obviously, you know pretty much everything about me and all the hardships I've been through. And like, you've seen all the progress I've made ever since we started. Like, I started going to you, I think it was junior year of high school, right around the time when COVID hit, kind of.
Right.
And I was going through a lot of stuff back then. Like, obviously, I was going through a breakup. Even though it's a high school relationship, like, it still hit me pretty hard. And obviously, going through difficulties with my parents. We were fighting a lot, getting into a lot of discussions every day. Like, there were times when my mom and I wouldn't even speak to each other. And yeah, you helped me a lot. You helped my mom and my dad a lot in those family sessions and the single sessions.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have helped not just me, but my whole family a whole lot. And that's why we are where we are today.
Thank you for that. That's a beautiful statement. I appreciate that. And I love each one of you and your family. Anything else to say? Would you recommend Faithful Families today to others who may be in similar or other trying situations?
Yes, of course. Of course, I would recommend it to others because, like, I can attest to that. Like, it's helped me and my whole family a whole lot. And if it wasn't for your help, like, I don't know, like, what relationships my mom and I would have, or if there even would be with my dad, like, if there even would be a relationship to fix or to have.
I remember sometimes you wouldn't be speaking to either of them, but you'd come and speak with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us today. You did a marvelous job. As I often say, it's not that easy to put your story out where others can hear it. But by doing that, others can benefit from it. And in that regard, parents, families, individuals, teenagers, if you would like a one-on-one session with me, confidential, free of charge, to discuss your issue to see if I can help you, here's what to do. Go to faithfulfamiliestoday.com on YouTube. When you're on the website, go to Contacts, scroll down, put in your contact information. No one else will know, and I will follow up with you for an introductory session to see how I can help you. You're a good man. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you for having me.
God bless.
God bless.